Meow, my beautiful witches, bitches, queers, and weirds. Moonkittee here. It's solstice. Let's get witchy. I have tonight for us, it's called the Pasta Tarot. When I saw this on Kickstarter, I just burst out laughing. I grew up with an Italian grandmother, my nonni. I love her to pieces. Everything is about pasta and food and family, and you have that Italian culture that it just kind of seeps in. My nonni was Catholic rather than pagan. I like to think she had a little bit of witchy in her too. There is an Italian woman out there who can cook that doesn't have a little bit of kitchen witch in her blood. But I got this Pasta Tarot deck in the mail at the end of last week, and I thought, this is perfect. This is perfect for solstice. We're going to unbox it. We're going to see how it looks. So let's dig a little bit into the Pasta Tarot. So as you can see, it still has a plastic wrap on it. I have not touched it. The only thing I did was I opened a corner up so I can rip this on site without having to go find scissors. This is a queer deck. This is a very queer deck. This is by authors Jeff Petriello and Issa Mario, an amazingly beautiful drag queen, which is super fun, also known as Truglia. It's illustrated by Lindsay, Mound. I found this on Kickstarter initially, thepastatarot.com. You should be able to go there. Options for being able to purchase it or where you can go to find it. This may be a one-off thing that never happens again. I needed it in my collection because, again, Italian. Box is kind of fun. It says, the sauce is in the cards. Full of character and Italian tradition, these cards will help answer your deepest questions, manifest your sauciest dreams. Sit back, relax, and find yourself in the pasta. Made by queer Italian Americans for all genders and ethnicities. Open your mind. So we got our little book here. Ooh, okay. So instead of a full little black book, it kind of shortens it out a little bit, which is fine. We're going to be referencing this a lot because the different shapes of pastas mean different things. So the Pasta Tarot was cooked up after we saw a hunky Italian on the beach. We proclaimed gnocchi. And then we realized pasta shapes carry meaning for us outside our bellies. Combining our knowledge of the traditional tarot and our queer Italian American identities, we concocted this delicious divination deck to spread joy, love, and provide insight, life's mysteries. Serve al dente. The Pasta Tarot is for beginners and experienced readers alike. The suits are intended to be read as corta, short pasta, which is wands. Ripiena, stuffed pasta, which is cups. Lunga, long pasta, swords. Minuta, tiny pasta, and pentacles. For longer, more delicious card descriptions and guidance, visit thepastatarot.com. Very short breakdown of what each ones are. So in this case, corta, which again is wands, matters of the spirit. Ripiena, matters of the heart, and that is stuffed pasta. Lunga, long pasta, swords, matters of the mind. And minuta, tiny pasta, matters of the body. So again, it kind of follows that same earth, air, fire, water, sword, wand, pentacle, cup. That being said, let's pull out these cards and see how this looks. Now, because I have not cleansed these at all, I'm going to give just a little bit of Florida water over here. Run it through. We'll do a little bit more once you spread them out and shuffle. So back of the deck, very cute, very Italian. Plate of pasta, got the roses, got the classic red check, all of it. Beautiful, love it. This is already making me like super nostalgic. Let's see the cards. We have the Fool. Magician. Grandmama in the kitchen. The High Priestess, salt and pepper. The Empress, ooh, she's saucy. The Emperor, the Don. The Pope, because of course you cannot be Italian without having the Pope. The Lovers. The Chariot. A little Vespa, a round aroma. Strength. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. That's the yummiest looking Wheel of Fortune card I've ever seen. Justice. Oh my God. Bless their heart. Justice is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh my God, I'm loving this deck. This is so flippin' perfect. Hanged Man. Death. Temperance. The Devil. Ooh. Look at all caught up in their sussy pasta. The Tower. Oh my God, that Tower card is fun. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. The Star. The Moon. The garlic, the parmigiana, the tomato, and the stuffed pasta moon. This is fantastic. I love it. The Sun. Judgment. Italian grandma is judging you. And the World. Full of pasta, full of love, full of everything. We're going into the Ace of Corta. Corta is short pasta, which is wands. So we have our ace, our 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Page. Knight. Here, these centered more. Queen. And King of Corta. Short pasta. This is wands. Coming up next, we have ripiena. This is the stuffed pasta. Suit of Cups. Ravioli. Ace. Tortellini. 2. Lasagna. 3. Triangle ravioli. 4. Shells. 5. 6. 7. 8. Messaluna. 9. Cannelloni. Yes, not cannoli. That's a different thing. And 10. Oh, look at that gay fabulousness. I love it. I love this queer deck. And then we have our Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Love it. This is the Ace of Lunga, which is long pasta and swords. So Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we have the Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Last but not least, we have minuta, which is again tiny pasta. This is Pentacles. We have stars, Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Those are all the individual cards. Let's do some mixing up here, some shuffling. I'll set this off to the side because I'm going to use it again. Throw these cards out here and see. They have a nice feel. They're a little bit thin. Kind of more like a playing card thickness rather than a standard tarot card thickness. Doesn't necessarily mean it will be a bad thing. It just means you will probably need to be a little bit more gentle with this deck. The main thing is to get them all kind of squared away so they're not all sticking together. But these have a nice slippery feel to them. All right, let's see what we got here. Super easy shuffle, like I said, because they are thin, they shuffle very easily. Okay. And actually they shuffle really nicely this way too if you are not a standard shuffler and you are a mixed shuffler. They work really well for that too. Okay. Next thing that I'm going to do is my intro deck spread. And this is just one that I kind of put together from different things. There are several different tarot deck spreads that are out there. Decks have personalities. If you haven't already figured that out, every deck has a different personality. Some will be super fun. Some will be very lighthearted. Some will be a little bit more serious and straightforward. Some will be almost blunt. Not that it's a bad thing, but sometimes it's like no nonsense. This is what it is. All decks are made by artists and artisans that have their own personality that goes into those decks. So it's really important to kind of, for me, to showcase what that is and to ask the deck a little bit about itself so I know how best to use it. So the first question that I want to ask for this deck is, who are you? Tell me a little bit about yourself. What kind of deck are you going to be? And we have the 5 of minuta. Minuta is tiny pasta that is earth. So 5s are this active rolling amount of change, sometimes harsh, sometimes a little bit easier, but it's really about a break or a change of something else. In this deck, the 5 of minuta is wallowing, self-pity, and misfortune. So you've had this moment of misfortune, now you're kind of stuck and sitting in it. It's an interesting deck that when I ask you who you are, you're telling me that you wallow in your misery. To be fair, it did come out inverted. So I think there's more of a lighthearted aspect of it, in the sense that this particular deck is talking about that tongue-in-cheek version kind of wallowing and, oh my God, we are dramatic. We have had the shit happen to us. What are we going to do? What can we do? How dramatic can we be? And just that kind of flamboyance that comes with certain types of wallowing. We're just going to sit here a little bit and allow the drama and the intensity of our feelings and that intensity of what's going on around us sit and focus with us for a little bit. This is going to be a drama-filled deck. What are your strengths? The King of Ripiena. I honestly, and I know I am going to get lambasted by Italian Americans. I'm in California. I'm not a New York Italian in any way, shape, or form. I am, at that point in time, 3rd generation. So by the time it got down to me, the California breeds out stronger than the Italian accent. And also, again, both my grandparents, my nani and my papa, when their parents immigrated into the U.S., they actually were told not to speak Italian anymore. They learned English and they spoke English. So it's all been English for several generations coming in. Yes, I butcher some of these. I'm sorry, and I apologize for that. Just take my California accent and go with it. Because I'm a Cali girl. What can I say? So again, King of Ripiena is stuffed pasta. It is manicotti, the King of Ripiena. Matters of the heart. Aha! So your strengths are matters of the heart. Emotion, fullness, and stability. So who are you? You're dramatic, and your strengths are your heart. The flamboyance that comes out of this, again, not shocking to me. The energy and the joy that's coming out of this deck is super fun. I love it so incredibly much. What are your weaknesses or limitations as a deck? We have the Six of Corta. So Matters of the Spirit, this is probably not going to be the deck for Matters of the Spirit. Six of Corta is victory, triumph, and encouragement. She is joyous. She is on the red carpet. She is out there flashing. It is victory. It is a win. Fabulous. And you're embracing your fabulousness and your victory, but this is not where your strengths lie. What types of readings do you prefer? The Nine of Corta. Nines are that finale, the finishing aspect. This is when you are done, you are exhausted, you have done so much work, and you need a little bit of levity, you need a little bit of lightheartedness, and to just sit back, relax, and enjoy what is happening. When we need a little bit of laughter, when we need some lightheartedness, some joy, this is going to be the deck for this. How to collaborate with you. We have the Six of Lunga. Sixes are movement after that moment of change. So like I said, when I talked about earlier with the fives being something has gone wrong and now you are trying to figure out what it is and walk into it. It's that movement again. You've got the gondola again, moving forward. You're past that five. It is refuge, transition, and assistance. The gondolier helps you along the road. It pushes you further in there. So how to collaborate with you on this particular aspect? This deck is going to be about using laughter to help you move forward. It's going to be a good one. It's just going to be a good deck. I can already feel the energy coming off of it. It's got some great stuff. This was pretty straightforward. So there's not a whole lot of exciting things that have happened with it. But again, it's really simple. It's really fun. This is really fun. I am glad I added it to my collection. And trust me, I'll be pulling it out when I need my Nani's guidance. And if you ever wondered if I'm not Italian, I talk with my hands. If nothing else, I am Italian due to that fact that I cannot for the life of me stop talking with my hands no matter how hard I try. And trust me, I have tried.